So occasionally, when you run an outdoor wood boiler, you have to empty your ash. This is a couple months worth of buildup, and I'd say it's probably 10 gallons of ash. When you do this, the problem is you need to rebuild your coal bed. It's important that you rebuild your coal bed because it keeps your fire going. If it burns all the way down, you just add more wood and it reignites. It's a good starter. So in order to rebuild your coal bed, you have to create a really good fire. I actually use a aluminum can that's chainsaw bar oil, and I built a really good fire in there. I put the aluminum can in there and punch holes in the side and just let it sit on some coal, and eventually it gasifies and just blows flames out the side of it. You have to stand back though, because if it gets way too hot, it'll actually explode, and you end up with flames and molten oil all over the place. One of the side effects though is when you build a fire like this, it usually goes rocketing up the chimney. And you can see there, that's nothing. It was just a few moments ago, it was blasting flames out of the chimney. You can see there that it's kind of flashing red. I suspect that any creosote that was in there has been burned out, but you have to get it good and hot and burn a nice fire in there to get that coal bed going. And it'll be good for the next couple of months, and I won't have to do this again. So the thing is, the temperature needs to be around that 180, 190, something like that. And once it's there, I'll wait till about 185, and slam this door closed, and it will put the fire into kind of a damper. As you can see here, this is a heat damp shield, and underneath it here, there's actually a little door right back in there that flips open and closed with a solenoid to let your air in. So we're almost there, 183. And it's just kind of something to stand out here and watch for a second and drink a beer and watch your dog. Hi, Maggie. Good girl. You need to stay up there. So it does rise a little bit slow, 184, even with this roaring fire. And that's because the water jacket around this thing is 200 gallons. And there's much bigger ones than this. They hold about 400 gallons of water. Mine's a little smaller. I don't need a crazy sized wood boiler to heat my house or anything like that. This one is 180,000 BTU. So it's plenty good enough. Oops, nope. No muddy paws, miss. Come on, back up there. Good girl, Maggie. So 186, I think we're there. So I'm gonna go ahead and slam this guy closed. See, so the only disadvantage really of doing this is actually, let me turn my light down a little bit. You can see there the front gets all sooty and gross, so it makes it look ugly, but it is what it is. But yeah, she's nice and hot up there. Look at that, you can see stars. Ain't that nice? On a stupid plane. $187. So you have to, when you run these, you have to be cognizant of your neighbors. You can't burn trash in these or anything like that. I do throw the occasional duck carcass in here, but you're not supposed to burn trash in them because, for obvious reasons, it stinks and you can upset your neighbors doing that. So, not exactly the best idea. Have a burn barrel or something with a good roaring fire in it if you're gonna burn anything besides wood. Aside from that, it's not really a good thing to burn a whole lot of nasty stuff like that. So 188. I have mine set at 190. I can't seem to keep 185 here and in the house. It tends to have a 10-degree temperature drop because of the way that I have it run. So I got it set at 190. Once we hit 190, you ought to hear a loud clang, and that would be the damper in this door slamming closed. I think it's 190. That wasn't the clang. That was the water jacket expanding. If you heard that, just a little thump. We're almost there. 189. Come on, 190. There you go. There's that clang. So now it's determined that it's reached the appropriate temperature. So we take this door, turn that light on, take this door and close her up, and that's it. So, you know, now it'll damp out that fire, and you can already see the amount of smoke is decreasing. And you see this little bit of smoke right here. That's actually water vapor. There's a breather up top there that when it gets boiling and rolling, it vents off. This is what's called an open loop system. So it never can become pressurized, which means you'll never blow water out or pop a tube or anything like that unless you overheat. So that little that little vent up there will vent out any overpressure, and you know, even if this thing hits 250 degrees, it'll never blow your lines in the house. So it's a good thing to have. Unfortunately, one of the side effects is this guy right here. You have to check it. You can see that water level come up, and it's right in that little eye, that little peeper right there. So I'm at the right water level, and you close it off and it drains out so it doesn't freeze. You'll see it drip, drip, drip. And if you look real close, you'll see that water level coming down. It's right here. See it dropping? It's a little hard to see, but it's dropping. So that's really hot water, 200 degree water, so you don't want to get it on yourself. And that's it. That's all there is to operating one of these crazy things. Just make it hot, and that's it. And keep your house nice and warm. See, not a whole lot of smoke now. See you later.